Imagine this, you have booked your flight, the bags are packed, gifts are ready for the family, but then you look at your furry best friend and the panic sets in. Can I take them? Will they be quarantined? What if documentation get rejected at Indian custom? Is it even possible to bring a pet on a short vacation? Most people think that bring a pet on a short trip is too much hassle, but what if I told you it is actually doable? Namaskar, Rishabh Sharma this side from Business Babu. We have successfully navigated the documentation maze for hundreds of pets parents, ensuring that travel to India is smooth, legal, and stress free. Whether you are visiting India for 3 weeks or you are moving back permanently, today I am going to decode the entire process, timeline, and documentation for you. First, let's look at the checklist. You cannot directly board the flight of Air India or Air Canada without these three non negotiable items. First is microchip. The pet must be microchip with an ISO 11784/11785 compliant microchip. It is an international standard and is the only one accepted in India. If your pet has a different chip, then you need to get a new one. Second is vaccination. All core vaccination must be up to date, particularly rabies. Rabies should be administered at least 30 days before the flight, but not more than 12 months ago. Even if your dog or cat has 3-year rabies vaccine valid in Canada, India needs the shot to be given in the last 1 year. So if it is older than 1 year, get a new booster. Third point is health certificate. You need to get an international health certificate. Your vet will examine the pet and will issue a health certificate. That same health certificate needs to be countersigned by the CFIA, which is Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Now pay close attention. Timeline is where most people get rejected. You are fighting against two different clocks based on your travel plan. If you are coming for a short visit, you cannot wake up 10 days before your flight and decide to take your pet with you. You have to start at least 30 to 40 days in advance. Why? Because you need DGFT import license from Indian government. That takes time. So do not skip this head start. Whether you started 40 days early or moving back permanently, everyone has to face this deadline of AQCS NOC. Earlier, Indian AQCS officers were flexible, but that is not the case now. Now, Indian AQCS officers strictly want you to apply for AQCS NOC at least 7 days before the flight. You apply on the date of travel, it is going to get rejected. You apply 3 to 4 days before, rejected. So if you are visiting, start 40 days early. If you are moving back permanently, be ready for that 7-day sprint. Now let's talk about travel scenarios. The process changes based on why you are traveling. If you are just visiting, you mandatorily need the DGFT license. As I told you earlier, it takes time, so you need to start at least 30 to 40 days before your flight. Do not leave this for the last week. If you are moving back to India after 2 years in Canada, you can skip the DGFT part. You can use transfer of residence route. It is faster, but that 7 days NOC rule still applies to you. Now let's talk about airlines. In our experience, Air Canada is the most pet-friendly airline. Most of our clients use that only. However, you can also use KLM, Air India, and Lufthansa based on your convenience and route. Does that 7-day strict deadline make you nervous? It should, but delay at the CFIA and you miss the Indian window. That's why you need us. Even if your flight is in 20 to 25 days or you have CFIA certificate in hand but are stuck on the next step, we can fast track the process. We file your DGFT license immediately. We tell you exactly when to book the CFIA appointment. We handle the AQCS NOC filing to ensure you hit that 7-day mark perfectly. We deliver the approvals to your inbox before you pack your bags. Do not leave your best friend behind. Contact us on the number below and we will help you out with the complete process and you will get your approvals within the timeline. Thank you.